God don't call FFK. Daddy Freeze react to photos of Femi Fani-Kayode laying hands on people in church. Me too, I saw the video and I'm like, I saw the picture and I'm like, when did FFK turn into a pastor? Well, what God cannot do does not exist to. There's nobody that God cannot call. God, if God can call Saul, that persecuted the Christian in the Bible, and he changed his name to Paul, and he became like the world's most powerful preacher, as at that time, a powerful evangelist, then there's nothing God cannot do, because I really saw him laying hands on people and I'm like, oh, FFK, it is well. Oh. Popular OAP Daddy Freeze reacts to viral photos of the former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, FFK, laying hands on people in church. The statement has taken to his Facebook page on Monday to share photos captured from his Thanksgiving service at a church in Abuja. It is well. He had revealed that he gave his testimony during the Thanksgiving service, and his First Bank account, we don't know the owner of the account that is showing on the listing. His words read, "It was an honor and privilege for me to share my testimony at my Thanksgiving service, which held at the Faith Hill Prophetic Assembly in Piboyi, Abuja yesterday." Probably he went to do Thanksgiving and all of a sudden, probably the Spirit of God took over the service, and then it turned into a deliverance service and he was laying hands on people. Do you know that most of these politicians, they have the Spirit of God, most of them. God can use anybody. God can use even the dirtiest of the dirtiest person. So I don't know, it looks awkward that it's FFK that is laying hands on people, but really, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. I thank Archbishop Emmanuel Jatao, his bishop and pastors, and his wonderful congregation for receiving my team and I so warmly, and for showing us so much love and kindness. So it's not as if he's the owner of the church. Probably something happened and then he turned to laying of hands on people and whatever. I don't know. It was a very powerful and inspiring service. Glory be to God. Reacting to this, Daddy Freeze amusingly opined that the politician had been called to the vineyard to do God's work. He urged people to check themselves and try to find signs of similar calling. You see, that Daddy Freeze is not okay. He said, Daddy Freeze says, God don't call FFK, God they call. Hold your phone. Make you no be say God don't call you, you miss the call. If God never call you, check yourself. Daddy Freeze is not okay. He's always been a blasphemer, everything that they call him. He doesn't believe in God, so really, I'm not surprised that he's talking like this. Henry Anebloka said the best retirement plan. Adultery says, do you blame FFK or the people he's laying their hands on? Exactly, you blame the people he's laying their hands on. Because is he a pastor? Why did you go and meet him to lay his hands on you? Probably they think they will get something from, maybe he's giving them money, who knows? Maybe he's giving them money and then he's, I don't know, Sha. A lot is happening in the church these days, You don't know the church that is truly serving God. Probably you must have told them, let me lay hands on some people in the church and just take pictures, because it was one that uploaded the picture by himself. Let me take pictures. Let's strength small. All these politicians, them and drama, they are 5 and 6. It is well. Amaka Register says if God has truly called him, it will undoubtedly be one of the best things that have ever happened to him. That is nothing. It is well. Maurice Ndjoko says political criminals one-time jail bail laying hands on their cohort. Well, it doesn't matter, Sha, that people have done. We've seen people that have taken a lot of life, and at the end of the day, God still uses them. God can use anybody. And I'm not even going to dispute that there's nobody that God cannot use. There's nobody. Nazi first says, these ones have received evil, polluted, satanic anointing. God have mercy. I'm not going to judge, Sha. Really, I'm trying not to judge. Sonny Ude says, Chai, like really, of course, in Nigeria, anything is possible. Yes, so anything is possible. And see, really, with God, nothing is impossible. God can use anybody. He uses the foolish things of this world to confirm the wise. How did they say it again? K-Star says, now, wow, Nigerian churches don't make Christianity tire person. Why it tire you? Or you just don't want to be a Christian? People just use excuses and then Nigerian churches they don't make Christianity tire you. Why? Why Christianity tire you? I hope he has repented and without all the money that may be traced to him. Which one can't be lay hands again now? I don't know, maybe the spirit moves now. It is well. MHB says, FFK laying hands on the heads of these people and they willingly submitted their heads. Only God knows what is imparting in their lives. I don't know. Ndukwe, they says, transferring demons. Hey. Fabian Ibeke says, let me be watching. Perhaps one day, Abdallah, my gate man, would one day begin to lay hands too. Christendom now, wow. It is well. It's only God that understands. Christopher Michael says, I used to think he was a Muslim. What is his stance on the Israeli-Palestinian imbroglio? Is FFK also among the born-agains? Much less among the priests. I wouldn't know. Stammer says, Fanny had always been a person with the word of God, just that he allowed greed to shape him against truth. Did you see? Meanwhile, condemnation is only of God, who died and rose again for all. Exactly. That is why I'm trying not to judge, really. God can do anything. God can use anybody. So condemning him is not the key. Meanwhile, condemnation is only of God, who died and rose again. No man should judge before time, because every man's judgment is with God. Exactly. Mami Jane says, only God can do the unthinkable to his glory. Yes, so to his glory. It doesn't matter if he has a bad record or anything. If God decides to forgive him forgive and forget, God always forgives and forgets. He erases all your past history, and then you are free indeed. You have that forgiveness. You have a new life, and that is it. All things are passed away, and behold, all things become new. Like every of his past sins will be forgiven. If truly, if it's not drama that they're acting, or because it could be drama that they're acting, I don't know, but whatever it is between him and God. DJ Contact says the oil wey dey flow for him head na akara oil. No be true oil. Nigerians una no go buy me abeg. Hey, James Sunday says, when you say Nigerians are very easily deceived, let me reserve the rest. Why are you reserving the rest for? Why are you reserving the rest for? Say it now. Harrison Ireta says, be careful about who lay hands on you. I don't like this man's spirit. It's possible. There's some people that don't like you just see somebody for the first time, or you just see about them and your spirit doesn't align with their spirit. It happens to me too. Like, no matter what that person is doing, my spirit is not just in agreement with that person, and I'll never be comfortable with that person as well. So it's possible that your spirit doesn't agree with him. It is well. Majafo says, I'm still remembering Femi Fani-Kayode in 1964. God can call anybody from his family. He said God can't call anybody from his family. They are terrible. God can call anybody, really. God can call anybody. Let's just agree on that one. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.